Good evening, I'm Cindy Hsu. A mix of happiness and sadness on the anniversary of same-sex marriage and the massacre in Orlando. The march started more than 6 hours ago, and it's still going strong, with thousands of people making their way to the birthplace of the gay rights movement. You're looking at live pictures from Chopper 2. CBS 2's Steve Langford has been in the middle of the action all day long. He joins us from Greenwich Village with more. Hi, Steve.
The weight of history is especially prominent here today, everything from achievement to atrocity, from pride to prejudice. Pride, just one of many sentiments at this probably the most emotion-charged parade in the near half-century history of this march of millions.
It's crazy, life-changing.
1 year to the day, marriage equality was declared the law of the land, and exactly 2 weeks since someone shot and killed 49 people in a gay nightclub in Florida. The 2016 edition of this iconic New York manifestation means many things. The zany joy of the Pride Parade is a constant, but there are deep issues facing the marchers, the crowds, and all Americans. One group cloaked themselves in shrouds representing the 49 murdered at the Orlando club. The owner of Pulse, Barbara Pomo, riding atop the Stonewall Inn float as the NYPD guarded this massive march with an especially watchful show of force.
This parade is New York City saying defiantly, we will stand up to hatred. We will stand up to those who would try to undermine our values.
Hand in hand this year, equality and gun control, a newly formed grassroots group called Gays Against Guns, marching with Orlando in their hearts and a highly successful track record of activism on their side.
10 years ago, 70% of the American public did not support marriage equality. 10 years later, 70% of the American public support marriage equality.
The gay teenage daughter of a prominent national anti-gun group called Moms Demand Action says the two causes are now joined.
I think when these two movements come together, it's unstoppable.
This Pride Parade, a demonstration that resonates far and wide, as Syrian refugee Subi Nahas, one of the parade's grand marshals, attests.
It means a lot to me, and it means a lot to a lot of people around the globe.
The parade, the celebrations, the commemorations, they have been going on since noon. It's anyone's guess as to when this will all wrap up tonight. Live in Greenwich Village, Steve Langford, CBS 2 News.
Steve, thank you. Let's go to Jim Smith, who is live in Chopper 2 with a bird's-eye view of the march. Hi, Jim.
Yes, Cindy, we are watching the parade come down Christopher Street. This is where the parade officially ends in front of the Stonewall Inn, and there are still many demonstrators, floats making their way, as well as other people marching in the parade. We'll take you now over to 8th Street, and at this point we see no end in sight with the amount of participants making their way towards the end of the parade route. There are also still tens of thousands of spectators lining the route, 5th Avenue across 8th Street and eventually over to Christopher Street. Many people have been out here all day long. As Steve mentioned, this parade's kicked off at noon. It is still going strong, and many people are making their way over to a dance on Pier 26 later on this evening. Live in Chopper 2, Jim Smith, CBS 2 News.
Jim, thank you.